Welcome to this edition of Shelby This Week. Topping our news off, the Board of Trustees approves your 2019 water rates. There are some changes to a recycling program in Shelby Township. Macomb County's Health Department warns you of a scam. We have all these stories and more on this edition of Shelby This Week. Shelby Township Board of Trustees approved the water rates for residents for this year. Water rates are based on increases in the cost of water rates from the Great Lakes Water Authority and the operating and maintenance costs for the Department of Public Works here in Shelby Township.
The new rates will go into effect, and we were able, through efficiencies in the department, we were able to keep the water rate pretty much the same. Actually, it went down about 0.1%. The sewer rates went up 4.4%. And most of that is driven by the cost increase from the Great Lakes Water Authority.
These water and sewer rates started on January 1st. There's a lot which goes into calculating these rates for residents in the township. Miller says he is proud of the way his department has kept these rates low again this year.
We're looking at the amount of water that we sell. We're looking at the amount of personnel. Personnel is a big driver in the rates. We're looking at the cost of water. We're looking at the potential of water or sewer main failures. We always have to be aware of that. So in the big picture, our primary goal is to make sure that our rates are covering the cost of operation so we can just keep a great water supply going to the residents.
Shelby Township is not the lowest cost in water in the county, but they do fall in the middle, according to Miller. Since 2011, Shelby Township has offered electronics recycling to members of the community. At a December board meeting, trustees voted to change the collection days to twice a year. This vote was based on a recommendation from the Solid Waste and Recycling Committee. Trustee Lynn Wilhelm sits on the committee and assures residents this change was based on the amount of money it costs to put on this event 4 times per year.
Because of the exorbitant prices, we had to cut back a little bit on what we did with our recycling events in Shelby Township. Now we'll only have 2 events. One will be in April, and that will continue to be household hazardous waste along with electronics recycling, and that will be held by GFL. So any GFL customer in Shelby Township can participate in that. So it'll be closed to to other areas, but it will still be free. Then in October, we have a new event that we will hold at Riverbends Park, and this will be for recycling only, electronic recycling. It'll only be for Shelby Township citizens again, and again it will be free. I just want people to know that we're a leader in recycling in our area, and I want to keep that on the forefront and make sure that our citizens know we're there for them and that they'll still have that service available.
While residents will have to wait a few more months until the collection on April 27th, it will give you enough time to collect those household hazardous waste items to drop off all on the same day. Human error was the ultimate cause of the 2016 15-mile sinkhole. Macomb County Public Works Commissioner Candace Miller said a tsunami of sewage weakened the underground sewer line, leading to the collapse on Christmas Eve 2 years ago. Miller said in 2014, workers were in the Macomb interceptor pipes relining the sewer, and they raised the gate too fast, causing a rush of water. The water rushed in the line at about 7 minutes when it should have taken several hours, Miller said. This mistake caused several families to evacuate their homes, and a few of the homes were condemned. Miller said the project affected 11 communities in the county. The 11-foot pipe is 60 feet below ground and services about 500,000 residents. The repair was finished ahead of schedule but still forced crews to shut down the roadway. Miller said there will be an insurance claim made to absorb some of the cost it took to repair the roadway. The Macomb County Health Department is warning about a scam affecting people across the state of Michigan. People are falsely claiming to display the health department's caller ID. When the consumer picks up, the person on the other line requests Medicare insurance information and other sensitive material. To protect yourself and your family, the health department wants to remind everyone not to give out personal or financial information over the phone in these circumstances. Use caution if you are being pressured by a caller for information immediately. If someone does call, be sure to verify their number in the phone book or online. The health department is working closely with the county's IT department and assures the issue is being resolved and there is no breach in data. If you have any concerns, you can contact the health department at 586-469-5235 or visit health.macomb.gov.com. Still ahead on Shelby this week, one doctor talks about the importance of getting your flu shot. Enjoy a nice night out and help children go to camp. And Utica Ford Unified faces off on the ice.
Looking for a great time with family and friends? Roll on over to the new rink. We offer roller skating, games, an arcade with prizes, and even an extreme bounce zone for the kids. Let us host your next birthday party or reserve your private event in one of our banquet rooms. Check out La Rev Dance Company and 2SP Sports Performance located right inside our building. Schedule your next event with us. Visit the new Rink Roller Sports Complex on Van Dyke, just south of 23 Mile Road in Shelby Township.
The winter season comes with the risk of illness. One local doctor explains how you can stay healthy during cold and flu season.
When we get the flu shot, we're talking about a respiratory flu, a cough. Symptoms include fevers, chills, muscle aches. Typically comes on very quickly, very abruptly. In the morning you're fine, by the afternoon you're dying.
The flu shot is a preventative measure, doctors say, and when you get the shot, they are injecting you with a very minimal dosage of the virus, which prompts your body to fight off the disease. This shot is highly recommended for everyone, but especially those with a higher risk of getting sick.
From 5 to 50, we're really not worried about you. Yes, there is always a chance that anyone could die from the flu. The real ones we're concerned about, the ones that can't protect themselves, especially the children under 6 months and the very elderly that are typically over 75 to 85 years of age. By giving the flu vaccine, we can help prevent the spread of the virus to other individuals. We reduce the virulence, the infectivity by having the vaccine on board. We also statistically reduce your chance of death, especially those in the ICU, by 50% in people with high risk health problems, heart, lung, diabetes. And then in the healthy people, it's a 65% reduction in death.
Something as simple as getting this vaccination could save your life. But the shot is not the only thing you can do to prevent the disease.
Other things you can do to help prevent the flu: make sure that you don't go into work when you're sick. Make sure that you wash your hands. Make sure that when you cough or sneeze that you cover your mouth. You either cover your mouth with the old-fashioned hanky or you cough into your corner of your arm. The reason you don't cough into your hand is then you will touch something. You touch something, someone else touches it, they can contract it. So again, prevention's the key. Stay home if you're sick. Don't infect your coworkers or schoolmates, etc.
If you haven't gotten your flu shot, don't worry, there is still time. Dr. Getzinger says he recommends getting it done as soon as possible. And his message for anyone out there who still needs the vaccination:
protect those that can't protect themselves. Get your flu shot.
Celebrating its 29th year, Red Hot Night is right around the corner. The Great Lakes Burn Camp, along with the Shelby Township firefighters, will hold the charity event on February 9th from 6 p.m. to midnight at Palazzo Grande. This fundraiser supports the Great Lakes Burn Camp for kids. The camp allows burn survivors to meet, play, heal, and grow while experiencing a camp atmosphere. According to the Great Lakes Burn Camp website, the mission is to promote healing, self-esteem, confidence, and well-being for children with burn injuries. Through this charity fundraiser in Shelby Township, the camp received over $27,000 last year. The goal this year is to raise $35,000 through sponsorship, silent auction items, and attendance. To attend the event, tickets are $85. To purchase your tickets, you can visit rhn2019.eventbrite.com or call the Shelby Township Fire Department at 586-731-57 3476. The Shelby Community Foundation is looking to award their grants again this year. If you think you have a worthy project which will benefit residents in the area, then you are asked to submit an application. The forms are due by February 1st. 3 times a year, the Shelby Community Foundation awards grants to deserving nonprofit organizations, schools, or local units of government. Programs eligible for the money have to target Shelby Township residents or improve on the quality of life in the township. If you are interested in learning more about grant opportunities, call 586-909-5305. You can also visit shelbycommunityfoundation.org/grants. The Utica Ford Unified Hockey Team faced off on the ice against Eastern Thumb Area Legion. Here are your hockey highlights.
Let's lace up the skates as Utica Ford United takes on Eastern Thumb Area Legion. The Legion strike first. JT Warren backhands it in the back of the net. Assisted by Jared Kuhn. But 30 seconds later, with 5:49 left in the first period, Jimmy Ham over to Turner Tamati. We're all tied up at 1. Utica Ford gets their second goal by Jimmy Ham as Kyle Manzella wristing it from the right circle, deflected out front, in the back of the net. The Legion with some big hits. JT Warren laying out Kyle Manzella. But Manzella will get his revenge with 9:57 left in the first period to make it 3-1, Utica Ford. The hits keep coming on both ends. Ryan Figley breaks his opponent's stick with this hit. Alex Kindle feeds Turner Tamati out front to lengthen Utica Ford's lead to 4-1 with 13:26 left in the second period. A miscue by a Legion defender turns into a backhand goal by Alex Badenko. And Utica Ford takes a 5-1 lead into the third period. And completing his hat trick on the night, breakaway goal by Turner Tamati. The Legion finally get back on the board with 2:50 left in the third period. Jared Kuhn to make it 6-2. And 10 seconds later, Adam Euster to bring us to our final score. Utica Ford 6, Eastern Thumb Area Legion 3.
Coming up next, we introduce you to Faith, who works very closely with the animals at the Nature Center. See how she got to be in her role. And looking for a job, this new gas station is hiring.
Get your ass. You're not sitting here.
Yes, I am.
Move. Give it to him hard.
No.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why you stabbing me with it? No.
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how.
Oh, you got...
Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
If you store your guns properly, I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside.
Safer when walking home.
I won't have to tell so many family members. I'm sorry.
I won't hear as many scary stories.
And I won't have to tell my kids. This isn't a drill.
Please.
Please, do it for us.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. Remember, always, lock it up. Visit ncpc.org.
Her love for the Burgess Shadbush Nature Center all began many years ago, and from being a volunteer to a now employee, her passion for the animals and the history behind the facility has grown. Kyle Warzabach introduces us to Faith.
16 years ago, Faith Rembez was just a mother of 5 and a nurse living in Shelby Township. but her life would change the day she met Joanne Burgess at the Nature Center.
Well, I met Joe Burgess in, I would say, the end of 2003. And I met her because I had started bringing my younger 2 kids for nature trails here, which ironically I'm in charge of now. And I would bring up things like, oh, we could do this craft this way. You're really creative. You should volunteer here. So she got me to start volunteering. And at the time she had handed me a list. She said, well, we're going to be opening this pioneer cabin and we need these things. Maybe you could help us with that. And I had just started quilting. And I said, well, I'll make you a quilt for the cabin. So I made the quilt in 2004. And the cabin was opened in 2005.
And the volunteer work Faith loved doing eventually turned into the job she holds today.
Good afternoon, Burgess Shadbush Nature Center, Faith speaking. Can I help you? Joe had talked to Jim, and she said, you know, employees are leaving. She goes, you really should hire Faith. She goes, I think she would be an asset. And so Jim came to me and he said, you know, at an event I was volunteering at, and he goes, we'd like to hire you.
Faith was hired to be an animal caretaker, which at the time was a new learning experience for her.
It was all through self-education, to be quite honest. And she was the mentor. The naturalists throughout the years that have been here have also been big influences.
Faith is also well known for the characters she plays at events like the Haunted Nature Center and Nature Tales.
And I'd like to welcome you to my traveling witchcraft and wizardry emporium.
I just think it's always been kind of fun to change your voice. And, you know, when I read, I usually read with different voices. So when I'm reading to kids, if it's got multiple characters, I'll do a different voice for a different character. I just think it makes it more fun.
It's safe to say that Joe Burgess had a lasting impact on Faith and her family because of her love for nature and education.
Be it children or adults, she loved sharing her passion with people. And, you know, it just blossomed into this wonderful setting we have today. And I'm proud to be a part of it. And she was a great friend.
For Shelby This Week, I'm Kyle Warzebach.
A new gas station will open at 22 Mile and Van Dyke. Circle K is making its way to the corner, and while construction is still ongoing, the company has posted some jobs. There are 4 jobs listed on their career website. The site is looking to hire store assistants, lead customer service representative, and customer service representatives. The jobs listed are for part-time as well as full-time work. For all the jobs, a high school diploma or GED is preferred. Applications are available on their website at workwithus.circlek.com. It's hard to think of warmer weather when we are in the midst of winter, but a new summer activity might be calling your name. Aloha Tiki Tours will officially launch in Lake St. Clair on May 25th. The boats hold up to 6 people. They are 2-hour tours and a captain is provided. People can rent these for $250 Monday through Thursday, and Friday through Sunday the price runs $300. There's no age restriction on the boats. According to their website, these are the first of their kind in the Midwest. Along with Lake St. Clair, the Tiki Tours will be offered on the Detroit River. The boats will be available until September 30th. To book your tour, visit them online at alohatikitours.com. That's all we have for this edition of Shelby This Week. Remember, you can always watch us online or on Facebook. Just search ShelbyTV. We will leave you now with scenes from Heritage Gardens. Even though the weather is cold, this location in the township is still the perfect place to breathe in fresh air and get in a little exercise. Thanks for watching.